had the big overs that they would have required to really test the score. It takes a lot to get 196. But they got there in the end. Mitchell starts with a thick outside edge. Mahesh is the bowler.
Spoke to him at the start of the day and he asked him around how he enjoyed T20 cricket, what comes with it. He said that he loved it. It was all about the entertainment. Well, we have been entertained today, and he is right at the centre of it. It was excellent through the game, very economical with ball in hand, and he's got 5 more deliveries now to make an impact. Can he restrict New Zealand?
Nations just strike down the ground. Good judgment. Picked it was too wide and he got it spot on too, Nisham. Good discipline.
Yeah, that is great. Great judgment from Nisham. Prepared to let that go.
Too much elevation. The bowler wants it. The bowler calls for it. Tough catch. Good catch. Yes, that's a good catch.
That is simply outstanding. Mahesh, take a bow. Sticks to his guns. The off spinner wide outside the off stump, trying to get out of the hitting arc. Nisham trying to go down the ground. Turns over the shoulder. Outstretched, gets 2 hands to it and holds on. Huge moment of the match.
Over his head and did it brilliantly. Because they're never easy. Chapman gets... Oh, bad luck. Bad luck.
Oh, and that's when you start to feel momentum is gone. The rub of the green is not going your way. That is out of the screws from Chapman. And just straight back into middle stump.
Players back on the boundary quite straight, so it might not have been 4, but it would have tested them. It's a greasy outfield. New Zealand have not been good in super overs. They're only won 2 from 8. Toss it again. You've got to go for 2. It's in the gap. They'll get 2. That's all they'll be. This is brilliant stuff from Mahesh.
Two balls left for New Zealand. Need a boundary. Desperately need a boundary. Need to find a way to try and push this total up over 10. Feel it has to be double digits to have a chance.
Adam Milne talking to the bowling coach. Maybe he's New Zealand's bowler. New Zealand's going to go for their fastest bowler. They need something to bowl to. That is 4. The placement was superb. He would have liked a bit more elevation, I'd imagine, Chapman, but he will take 4.
Timing was good once again from Chapman. Placement excellent as well. Going into the surface is Mahesh. Chapman up to the task. Acres of space between the 2 boundary riders. Deep mid-wicket, now coming a lot straighter to try and cover that region of the ground.
Right, New Zealand, I think, they'll need at least 4 to have anything they feel they can bowl at. 4 will give them 12. Brilliant bowling, brilliant bowling. Round the wicket, right on the money. Yorker, New Zealand bowled out, you could say, in the super over, and they only make 8.
Outstanding. When we were talking about bowlers who could possibly take this last over for Sri Lanka, that was the reason that man's name was brought up. The ability, even as a spinner, to bowl the Yorker that just keeps coming at the batter, keeps getting fuller and fuller, cramping the batter for room, and he has executed it to perfection to dismiss Mark Chapman.
Yeah, it was the arrow. That was a celebration.
Need to defend 8 in the super over. Sri Lanka needing 9 to win. Hate to say it. 8 means super over times 2.
Mendes is on strike. Here comes Milne. That was a slower ball, first ball. Interesting choice.
We had success with that at the back end of the Sri Lanka innings. And again, you talk about it being a considerable amount of time since the New Zealand batters had been out in the middle, even more still for the 2 Sri Lankan batters. They batted, run around in the field, and then you've got to get out there, get yourself into run scoring mode as quickly as possible. 8 needed off 5 deliveries now.
Yeah, 8 and 5. You know, maybe you back yourself to get some mistiming. You back yourself to hit the block hole. That's what I'd be doing. He didn't hit the block hole. He did not hit the block hole, and it's cost him. It hung in the air. It hung in the air for hours. But it always felt like it was destined to get enough air.
It's the slow ball once again, but it's just length. It's length and leg stump to the left-hander, and he gets just enough on it. Evades. Valiant dive from Mark Chapman, trying to keep the ball in play.
I don't know. I just don't know about that slow ball in this situation. I just think that the fast... I thought that was an attempted Yorker, but you're right, it was a slow ball. Now I don't think they've got much other option here. It was one of the longest boundaries, probably the longest boundary on the ground that one. Mark Chapman felt he had a chance for a long, long time.
Now you've got to go wicket hunting. That's the only way you can possibly get yourself out of this one, Adam Milne. 4 balls remaining. Sri Lanka need 2. New Zealand needs 2 wickets.
Tell you what, he's had a great game in Sri Lanka, hasn't he? Batted brilliant in the first innings. Now he's had his first ball for 6 and super over. Milne got the searing Yorker. He's got to knock him over. It's the only option. No, he goes for a bouncer. Brilliantly played. Brilliant stuff. Take a bow, Sri Lanka. It's been a stunning performance. His batting was great in the first innings. It's the reason why they set a challenging total. And then he's just brought the game home in the super over. 6 and then 4, kept his head and did the job.
Cool, calm and collected.